Hey there. Bet you didn't expect to see me once again, huh? Well, happy Saturday afternoon, and great to have you guys with me. Uh, just that's an old intro that I did. I was back. Oh man, it was probably 2 years ago, almost three, probably that I did that. That was going to be the show, which eventually turned out to be Comic Book Memories. But that's the show that was the intro to what I was going to do. Have to be the show. So I figured I'd dust out some of that stuff from mothballs and maybe air a few during this show. You can see what I was looking at, what I was thinking when we were getting ready to do before it became Comic Book Memories. So let's see. And then I did I had a little sponsorship ad there from fictitious grocery store, supermarket that was around here, just the kind that probably was in your neighborhood. When you were a kid growing up, if you grew up in the 60s, 70s, probably even into the 80s, before all of them disappeared, and then all we got is Walmart and Target, I think, so far. So, but thank you for joining me. Appreciate it. I know. Unfortunately, I'm going up against Gratu, this later portion of Gratu's live stream. So definitely go ahead and check him out. You can always come back and check me out on a replay. So don't feel like you gotta be right here. I do appreciate those who are here. Thank you so much. Let's see what's going on with the Peanut Gallery. And we have the Professor Eric Breen. What? You again? yeah, it's me. I'm going to do show some of the stuff that we talked about this morning. A couple of people wanted to see some action figures, maybe some toys. So I pulled some of that stuff. I got action figures galore in front of me. So all I got to do is sit here and go like this. I can pull toys and action figures down. So yeah, I figured I'd do that. But the main reason is because I want to thank Hans, Captain Strangelife, for a wonderful little package he sent me right here. So we'll get to that in a few minutes. Can't wait to show you guys what he sent me. So what else is going on? We got Easy Comic Reader. He says, "Hey there, Doc," with a fist bump. Boom, there you go. Thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate it. And he says hello to Eric. And Tempest from Mars. Evening all. That's right. Now it's evening over there. So great to have you with us, Tempest. Appreciate it, sir. And hope you're having a great evening. Eric Breen says, "Hey, Easy." And Easy Comic Reader says, "Tempest with a fist bump." Joshua, hey, fist bump and peace. Boom. Thank you, sir, for hanging out with me for a little while. Appreciate it. He says, "Easy," and Eric, fist bumps for you guys. Tempest from Mars says, "Hello, Easy." And hey, Tempest, says Joshua. All right, Eric, says Tempest from Mars. So, yeah, I figured I'd do something. Had some time to kill, and tomorrow I was going to do the Captain Strangelife thing tomorrow, but I got stuff I got to get done that came up, and so I'm not going to have the time that I thought I was going to have. So I'm trying to sneak it in tonight. So thank you guys for putting up with seeing my mug again twice in one Saturday. That's more than anybody should put up with, especially my wife, but she's done it for 35 years, so she's used to it. So let's see here. We got Easy Comic Reader saying, "Hey to Josh." Yeah. So anyway, and I figured I'd show some comics too, so we can warm up with some comics, and then we'll break into some action figures and toys. I had started showing my Strange Tales, so I figured, why not just continue showing the Strange Tales, So let's see. I think we ended here with this group. So this is 138. So I just want to make sure I've got some place to put these when I finish up, because otherwise, if I leave them on my computer, it'll start to get heavy and push down on a button or something like that, and then it disconnects uh, my camera there, and then the next thing you know, you guys are talking to yourselves. So, all right, here we go. Let's show some strange tales. Warm us up here. We got 138. Sometimes the good guys lose, unless you're Clint Eastwood in one of his westerns. And we got 139. A unique cover. We got Doctor Strange there. Looked like he's reading the splash page. Pretty cool. Now, do you guys collect any of these? Is this a title that you guys collect or look for? This is 140 of Strange Tales. Did I just jump? No, okay. All right. Here's 140 going up against The End of Hydra. And 141 with Operation Brain Blast. I mean, these are great little stories, you know. And like I said this morning, I was very lucky to be right place, right time type of thing. Having expendable income in the 80s for the most part. So I really was having a lot of fun. By the time I was getting these, probably 86, 87, somewhere around there. 87, 86, I would have just gotten engaged to my soon-to-be wife 2 years prior. And awesome time. We used to go out on Sundays and just go flea marketing. It was great. I really enjoyed that. I wish we had the chance to do as much of it now as we did then. But again, expendable income being what it is these days, just not going to happen. But we managed to sneak out a Sunday here or two in the summertime and travel up Route 1 here in Maine. If you go up Route 1 from the southern portion, which is York County, which is where I live, you can go right up there, and there are tons of shops, a lot of shops, and some of them have some really good comic book collectors that will have tables there, and they kind of rotate their stuff, so you get a chance to see other stuff. So I haven't been up there in a while. I haven't been up there in, it's going on close to a year. So, but we hope to get back up there. There's 142. Look at all that gadgetry right there. That's Kirby, right? Yeah, that looks like Kirby to me. Yeah. And here we go with 143. Cool cover right here, 144. And 145. Lo, the eggs shall hatch. All right. We'll put these right over here for now. And we'll jump back in and see what's going on. See what folks are saying. There we go. Eric Breen says, that's odd. Mrs. Silverage just asked me if I could get Doc to do a third stream later. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Some days, there's just one of those days where it's like, ain't you got something you can do? Well, okay, I can go down and do a live stream. Yes, why don't you do that? She'll say. Tempest from Mars says, I'm liking the Box Galactus figures. I have the HasLab one. It's nearly as big as me. Oh, I bet that's got to be a nice one right there. HasLab makes some nice stuff. Cool beans. I'd love to see that one. These right here, I'll show you. I got these from I believe a KB toy store, which, as far as I know, they've all gone out of business up around here in New England. So I don't know of any elsewhere around the country. So if there's any near you guys, man, you guys must enjoy them because they were a lot of fun to go in. They always had a lot of good comic book related superhero stuff, toys and stuff like that. I really used to enjoy going there. I'd stop in sometimes where I worked for Comcast cable, and I used to travel around for about 10 years. I traveled around to different towns in New Hampshire, Maine, and Massachusetts. And we would, you're basically, I was given a set of maps and some prints of the cable plant, and told to go to this town, and then we'll see you in a month when we're coming up there to build it. Put basically build new cable plant up there on the poles. So it was great. I just head to whatever town, wherever it was. Two things I looked for first. One was a gas station, so I could use the company gas card to fill up my truck to and from. And then the second place, which to me was more important, was a pizza joint. That's right. If you had pizza joint for the correct answer, you are correct. So, but in my travels, I would come across little plazas and stuff like that, toy stores and stuff like that, that I would just, on my lunch hour, I'd visit, go in, see what they had. A lot of this stuff that, if you could see it, a lot of this stuff right here in this bookcase is stuff that I picked up from stores doing that. So Joshua says, nice. I missed the morning. I got a bunch of strange tales, but not any of those. Oh, well, that's cool, though. It's which ones do you have? You'll have to tell me which ones you got. Do you have the 70s when they brought it back? With like brother, was it brother? Not, I almost said brother love. Too much wrestling on the mind, getting geared up here for WrestleMania. No, Brother Voodoo. Brother Voodoo, or I don't know what they're calling him now. I think they've changed his name, didn't they? You guys can tell me if they did. So let's see here. Easy Comic Reader says, glad to see you now, Joshua. Fist bump. I'm just getting home from the store. There we go. And speaking of stores, there's Gotham City Comics. Hey, Kevin, great to have you with us, sir. I know you were just on Gratu's show, showing stuff. So I'm hoping, like I said, like Gratu's always very polite when he happens to run opposite. Definitely go check out his channel if you'd like. That's fine, no problems here. So hopefully, maybe he'll even swing in if he goes off. Maybe he'll even swing in too. But definitely check out Gotham City Comics. Great store. I just wished you lived closer, Kevin, because I would love to spend a day in that store. A lot of cool stuff in there, my friend. So, and look who's here. Solid 4th Street Bend. Some guy from Kentucky, I remember. I seem to remember. He says, you're so wicked. Oh, no. How you doing, Shannon? How'd the big gig go? We want to know. Everybody's excited. We were all excited for you. Want to know how the big gig went. So you got to let us know. He says, hey, TFM, GCC, Eric, ECR, and Joshua. He covered them all in one. Look at that. Way to go. We missed you this morning, buddy. We missed you. Eric was a yeoman. He did a yeoman's work, man. He had to put up with me for now. He knows what you have to deal with every week. So, but he was a trooper. He came through with flying colors, man. Learned a lot of baseball information on the baseball card stuff too, because that was cool. Very, very cool. Joshua says, you too, Easy. I need to catch up on yours and Higgy's videos. I've been busy. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, try to catch up with Higgy. Try to stay on top of Higgy's videos, man. That's a full-time job because he is cranking them out. So I got to catch up on a few. Joshua saying, hey, Shannon, with a fist bump. Easy Comic Reader said, hey, Shannon, fist bump, you playing the rich folks tonight? And Shannon says, just got back a few minutes ago with comic book money. There we go. There we go. That's the big part right there. And Eric Breen, the professor, he says, I'll be sending you a sympathy card every week, Shannon. No doubt, man, because now he's seen how bad it is to put up with me. Oh, my gosh. I felt so bad for Eric because the first 20 minutes to a half hour, we were reading the chat, and I don't think Eric got a word in edgewise, the poor guy. Holy mackerel. And Shannon says, I miss being there, brother. I will be catching the replay sometime this weekend. Well, we'll be there. And we were showing some baseball cards and showed some Strange Tales. I'm showing the second half of my Strange Tales collection right now. So just having some fun. I'm going to show the big point of this was to show Captain Strangelife's A-OK to me. So we're going to get to that in a little bit. Joshua says, no, I got a bunch of the silver Strange Tales. Unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to dig into my collection for a while. Cool beans. Love the Silver Age, man. Hence the name, right? So, yeah, I love the Silver Age books. I love those dual books. That, you know, the Tales of Suspense, Tales to Astonish, those type of books. Great stuff. Journey into Mystery, too. I love Journey into Mystery, too. I need one more, Journey into Mystery, number 87, man, and I will have that Thor run. I know it's going to come to me. I'm going to find it. The last place I look, you watch. I will snatch that bugger right up. He says, Eric Breen says, that was my choice. I have a cold. Rod did my lines for me, which I greatly appreciated. Well, I appreciate that, Eric. You are too kind, sir. And we certainly could have used you, Shannon, with ECR's musical interlude this morning because he did it to Flash by Queen, I think it was. So and I couldn't remember it exactly, and I could not hit the notes at all. So I put everybody, you know, there were cats and dogs everywhere screaming. So all right. So we'll show a few more books, and then we'll jump onto the Captain's A-OK there. All right, we got 146 with Eternity showing up there in the background. Here is 147, The Enemy Within, with AIM, The Idiots of AIM. 151. That was 147. Why am I missing? Oh, see, they're out of order. You're out of order. No, you're out of order. Let's see here if I can somehow get them back into order. There's 151. Bum, bum, bum. 150. 149 and 148. Okay, here we go. Let's try this again. Here's 148. Enter Kalu. The Great Kalu. And 149, The End is Near. Did I just have a second one of those? Yeah, no, that's The Enemy Within. Okay. And here we go with the milestone issue, 150. With Omar. Omar, the tent maker. And 151, The Moment of Overkill. You know when it happens. And 152, Into the Dimension of Death. Dun, dun, dun. 153, nice red cover. Is that Steranko? I don't see a signature on it, but it sure looks a lot like a Steranko. He's going to be at a local convention about an hour north of me, and I'm hoping to go here sometime in April. I think it's mid-April. that the con is. And I actually might meet one of the people from the Peanut Gallery, Triple P, Plants Printed Periodicals. So we might hook up there. Hopefully, we'll get the chance to. And I'd love to get another book or two signed by Steranko. He was so much fun the last time I was there. He really interacts with the crowd, and oh my gosh, he is so entertaining, so much fun. Here we go, 154. Clea must die. I think that might be a little much. Just saying. Just saying. Here's 155. I apologize for the wrinkly polyurethane bags. So here's 156. This is a weird, like green with green and yellow. This would be a Captain Strangelife special right here. It's got red, green, and yellow. I know he likes those colors on a cover. This is a cool one. 157. Baron Strucker. Baron von Strucker. Another cool one. 158. Dun, dun, dun. The Living Tribunal. And the sands of death. Like sands through an hourglass, so are the sands of death. And here we go. Cap's got to make another appearance. Here we go, 159. I love how they show the MMA skills of one Nick Fury. Look at that, the hands. He's chop ya. Hiya. And 160. Another brilliant red cover. Very cool. Here's 161. The second Doom with the yellow claw. And to round this out, we've got 162 from the Neverworld comes Nebulous. All right. We'll show some more. Uh-oh, see? What did I tell you? Sooner or later, it was going to do that. It was going to knock me off. So, hold on. Hold on. Come on. I don't know. Where did I go? Where did I go? And how do I get myself back? Let's see. Hold on, hold on. Okay, I got to jump back out. Hopefully this won't lose you guys. I got to jump back out and then jump back in. So I can't get it to pick up my thing. So, oh, I don't know. Does anybody know if that's going to screw up the live stream if I get out and I'm the only one in it? Does anybody know? Enter. There we go. I am back. I apologize. I knew sooner or later. I thought I found a balance of how many books I could put on there. No, didn't work. Should have known. Okay. So let's check out what's going on with the peanut gallery. Do 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 do. That was my joy. I have a cold. Yes. All right. I believe here we are. Easy Comic Reader says, you were on point as always, Rod. Maybe next time I can get an from Eric. And Eric says, the falling off a building. Easy. He's laughing. Now I've ruined my voice. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's too funny. I don't know how you can do that, Eric. You got the right pipes for it because I couldn't do it. Joshua says, sweet. I know I have a few of those. Awesome. Yeah, cool beans. I'm glad you have them. They are a great read. Great Silver Age stuff. And Shannon says, Steranko is a blast. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He is a character, and he looks just like you see him in every other picture. He's got the silver hair going, and he looks just like he stepped out of every picture you've seen him in, I think. Very cool. Easy Comic Reader says, all right, Breen, you're up, kid. Fist bump. Eric Breen says, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Shannon says, anyone? Bueller? Yep, I was gone. Tempest from Mars says, technology, eh? Yeah, it's not my friend. You guys don't know how much I struggle with a lot of this technology on a week-to-week basis. I've been lucky to be able to lean on people like Mr. Breen and Eric. And Micah in helping me figure out some of this stuff. Mike has been extremely helpful when getting me off the ground with this stuff way back over a year or so ago. Joshua, he's laughing at Breen. There we go. All right. Let's see. Took those off, so we'll put those over here. All right. Let's show the package. All right. Let's see. I got a nice little card from Hans. And for those of you who don't know, and I can't believe there isn't anybody within the sound of my voice who doesn't know the story, Hans, Captain Strangelife, is the reason for Dr. Silver Age. Plain and simple. I was sitting at my work office one day, and it was lunchtime. I'm tooling around YouTube. You know, most of the time I'm looking for either cartoons or wrestling stuff at that point. And I came across somebody showing a house show of comics. Their house, doing a house tour of their comics. And I'm like, oh, that looks cool. So I'm watching. I'm like, holy mackerel. At the time, my stuff was not organized as much as it is now. So, I mean, I had boxes everywhere throughout over here. So I'm looking at his stuff, and he's got stacks of books there. Silver Age stuff, Golden Age, and I'm just stacks, on boxes and stuff like that. I was mesmerized. I was like, oh my gosh, this guy could be, we could be related somehow, and it was so interesting. I was fascinated by this. And I right then and there, I says, oh, I got to learn how to do this. I says, because I don't have nearly as much stuff as he's got. I got maybe, if I'm lucky, a third of what he's got in the world of stuff, the amazing world of stuff. But it was just fascinating to see what he had and I mean, he had stuff all over it. And it wasn't just like, okay, the Silver Age here or Golden Age over here and stuff like that. Oh, no, it was stacks of different stuff all together. And it was awesome. I loved it. So anyway, he is the reason that I came up with Dr. Silver Age. I took the name, the most of the name from a writer from Comic Buyer's Guide back in the day, back in the late 80s. He used to be Mr. Silver Age, and he would talk about things that happened in the Silver Age, and he would answer questions and trivia and stuff like that. So I took Silver Age part, and I threw a doctor in front of it. I'm no doctor. Believe me, I'm no doctor. But I says it was a nice, I liked it. It was a cool name to me anyway. So that's how I got started, thanks to Hans and his world of stuff. And it wasn't too long after that. I mean, very shortly after that, I got to meet such great people in the community as Howler Mouse. I got to meet Dr. Von Chilla. I think Dr. Von Chilla was actually the first one to comment on my very first video, if I'm not mistaken. So get to know all you great people over throughout the years, and especially over this last year, get to know a lot more of you through the Peanut Gallery, which is tons of fun. So I'm really grateful that way. But Hans sent me a nice little note. He says, make sure you wash this outside. Oh, outside in. And drink your Ovaltine, he says. Words to live by, Hans. Great stuff. Great stuff. This is super, super duper. I'm going to save the little gift for last. So now, with this right here, I am got an official Captain Strangelife t-shirt. Look at that, baby. Comics and collectibles. That is so cool. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Thank you so much, Hans. I greatly appreciate that, sir. That is tremendous. Tremendous, tremendous. I don't want to get it all dirty down here in the basement. So let me just fold that back up there so it's nice and neat. And he also sent along this cool little Hot Wheels motorcycle. What is this called? It's called the Honda Super Cub. Very cool. She'll be hanging up here with my, let's see, that's my Spider-Mobile. I got the Batmobile up here. A couple of Batmobiles. I got more Batmobiles than Chuck Berry, I think. So let's see here. So Hans, thank you so much, sir. I appreciate that. Appreciate your friendship, and appreciate this wonderful gift right here, and the little hot rod guy. So appreciate that so much. That is awesome. I feel like I'm part of an exclusive club now. So this will get me into those fancy clubs where all the cool comic books are, right? In the world of stuff, right? No. Just kidding. Thank you so much, Hans. I greatly appreciate it, sir. You are wonderful. Wonderful. Awesome. All righty. Okay, now we were talking this morning. Some of the guys, we got talking about the different toys and action figures and stuff like that. And somebody had mentioned, might have been Michael Taylor, had mentioned at some point he'd like to see some of the action figures that I have. So I can tell you when collecting action figures for me, I pretty much stick to what I like, and what I like is those second, third tier characters or the obscure characters, rather than the big, like we'll say the big three. Although I do have like a couple of Batman ones I'll show. I don't think I have any Superman ones. I don't believe so, and I have a JSA Wonder Woman one. I think she's over there. I hope she's over there. She's somewhere, you know. So, but that's really it for like the big three. Most of them are like Atom, Blue Beetle, the Demon. I don't have the Demon out though. The Demon I think is up there in a box. I got Starman right there. I got the Spectre hanging up there. The Shade. You know, all those type of characters. Plus cartoon characters I like. Space Ghost. I've got a number of Space Ghost ones. I think they're up there. I got a cool Birdman one. A couple of cool Birdman ones. I don't know if I can get to my Birdman. I'm looking for it now. I can't find my Birdman toy, one of my toy action figures, but I do have a Birdman up there. That's like a Mego figure. I'll pull that one down and show you. Plus stuff like Jonah Hex. You know, whoever thought Jonah Hex would get an action figure? Man, as soon as I saw that one, that was in my bag going home with me. So and plus oddball stuff like Triton of the Fantastic Four, characters like that, stuff like that. But I'll show you a couple of these ones right here. There is Fantastic Four, Galactus. I was looking to see, this is by Toy Biz. And this has not been opened. So I don't even know what's inside because it's still, oh, no, it's not taped. Why is it not taped? Oh, let's see. But see, it's still got everything on. So you are still seeing the first. I don't know how to. I'll just see if I can snag it just a little. Come on out. Will you come out? Will you come out? Will you come out? Oh no, it's okay. Yeah, it's all. I don't know how that is. How would you get that out? Because I don't want to damage it, obviously. But all right, I'm gonna have to keep it in there because I'm not sure. It looks like that one complete cardboard piece around it. There we go. But I think you can see with that photograph right there what it looks like. You got the big gadget. Giant 14-inch Galactus who feeds off the life energies of entire planets. Galactus planetary converter activates with lights and sound. They show it on the side here. His eyes light up. Thing whirs. Oh, there we go. Right in the back. We got a really good picture of it. If my camera will work for me. There were some of the other figures you could pick up at the time. Cool beans. It's a good size toy, that's for sure. So we got that one. And then this one, you got a window on it. So this one you can see. But it doesn't have the batteries in it, so I can press his little button here, but he's not going to talk to us because he doesn't have any batteries in there because I didn't want it to rust, wear away. So, but here's another good one. And this is by Toy Biz as well. This is another 14-inch cosmic powered Galactus with electronic lights and sound. Dun, dun, dun. And then there we go. Giant size. His eyes light up as well, and he talks. I hunger. So, pretty cool. I've always been a fan of Galactus. I mean, for comic book collector, he's a larger than life character, no pun intended. But it was always special to me when he would show up yeah, you got to see your other villains. Cap had what Batroc, and of course the Red Skull, and Iron Man had Crimson Dynamo and Titanium Man and Black Widow and all those guys. But whenever Galactus showed up, for me it was like, ooh, now we're talking. Now we got a party going, you know. So he'd show up in Fantastic Four, showed up quite a bit in Thor. I guess he kind of started out in Fantastic Four, but then kind of drifted into the rogues gallery of Thor. So you got to see a lot of him in the late 60s, early 70s, which was really, really cool. So, love that. Excuse me. Let's see. What else can I show? We got some stuff right here. Here's something you won't see every day. Touche Turtle. Touche Turtle. And his buddy, he doesn't show his buddy on here. His buddy, Dum Dum. But I always loved Touche Turtle. So I picked up this. I guess this was made by the people who make Funko Pops now. But I think this was before they called them Funkos. This is like a little bobblehead type of guy. But it's pretty doggone cool. I picked this up at in an exhibition building at one of the fairs we used to go to. We still go to this fair, this particular fair. But that was pretty cool. I'd never seen a Touche Turtle toy, so I snagged that. We put you right back in there, Touche. And we got, this is cool. This was just too cool for me to pass up. I love Martian Manhunter as a character. And I have a Martian Manhunter somewhere. He might be locked up. But this is a Martian Manhunter, but it's the translucent one. And it's part of the Justice League line. I hope that does it justice. You can see, so this is when he's invisible. That's just cool. I know for them, it probably didn't. It was probably the cheapest way to make one. Yeah, we're just gonna run some clear stuff in there. We're not gonna do any painting, so we'll be good to go. But I mean, this is still it's just really cool. I got a Flash one of the from Kingdom Come, where it's like a red translucent. Oh, but it is cool. But this was pretty neat. And there's some of the other ones that you could pick up during that line. Very, very cool indeed. Excuse me. And we were talking about lunch boxes this morning too. Here's an Incredible Hulk lunchbox. It is not a vintage one by any stretch. This was something new that came out, I don't know, I think within the last 10 years. To be safe, I think. And it comes with the different. Yeah, there he is. It's the Dancing Hulk right there. Doing the Charleston right there. The Incredible Hulk. Doing the Charleston. So I don't think there's nothing special inside, no thermos or anything with this particular one, but it's pretty cool. Being a Hulk guy, had to pick it up. So now let's find a place to put it. All right. And I had mentioned the Batmobiles, my love for the 66 Batmobile. So here is one that I have right here from 66 Batman. I'm sorry for the glare, but I mean that's really, really cool. There's the back of it right there. Pretty doggone cool. And it comes, it's got the two little figures in the driver's seat right there, as you can see, Batman and Robin. Very cool. So let's see. I'm gonna put you back here. How's that? And I had mentioned the Batman one. I don't have too many Batman. In fact, this might be the only Batman. I'm looking to see. This might be the only Batman action figure that I have. No, I think I've got a small. I got a small one right there. That's part of a triple pack, and I got another one that I know is. Oh no, that's a Green Lantern, not a Batman. Brave and the Bold from the Brave and the Bold cartoon. I think I got it. It's a Green Arrow one. That's pretty cool. But here's one from the Kingdom Come line where he's got his exoskeleton on. I mean, this is a pretty wild, elaborate action figure, you know. And these are some of the other ones. I have the Superman. I do have that Superman. That's right. So I've got that Superman. So there's a Superman one. Whoops. Come on, camera. Come on, baby. There's Wonder Woman, which I do not believe I have. The Hawkman one I do have. I believe I have the Green Lantern one. Captain Marvel I know I have. Red Robin I know I have. And Kid Flash I know I have. So there's some more talking about them right there. Very cool indeed, though. And there was quite a number of these. Those 8 were not just the only 8 with this series, because there was quite a number of them. So I don't know. You can see all the detail and stuff like that. It's really, really cool. I mean, literally right out of the comic. So very cool indeed. All right, let's see what else. What else I got? I picked up. This is one of the newer ones that I picked up over the last 6-8 months. It's McFarlane, Doctor Strange, Doctor Fate. I mean, not Doctor Strange. So it's pretty cool. Again, and the detail on these are pretty cool. Sorry for the glare. Pretty neat. Now, I gotta admit, Dr. Fate is pretty cool. You know, love me some Dr. Fate, some JSA. I got the Dr. Fate mask back there. You can see behind Galactus right now. But I gotta admit, this one right here was definitely one that I had to pick up when I saw it. And this is another McFarlane Gold Label collection, Multiverse Blue Beetle. The Ted Cord Blue Beetle. Easy for you to say. Nice little picture on the back side here. But yeah, look at all the different hands and gadgets and stuff that come with it. Come on. Come on. There we go. You can see his gun right there. And a bunch of different little gadgets that come with it. It's just, I mean, for a long time, comic book collectors, did you ever really think you would see a Charlton Blue Beetle action figure? I mean, I never did. So when I see these, and I got another one that's an earlier issue by DC, but that's just so cool. That's just too cool, you know. And on that same note, you get stuff like this. History of the DC Universe, Captain Atom. I never thought I'd see a Captain Atom in any iteration of his character. And I mean, here he is. That is just too cool to pass up. That was very cool. And there's some other ones there. We got Cobra. I might hunt down a Cobra. Then you got, what is that, Nightwing from like the Bottled City of Candor? Wasn't he one of the it was him and Flamebird, something like that. I could be all wet. What do I know? But and then you look on the side here, and it's got other ones. Got the Creeper. I'm still hunting down one of the Creepers because that is just too cool. I love the Creeper. But I mean, that's who'd ever thunk it? Captain Adam, man. That's just awesome. That is just too awesome. All right. Okay, you'll have to forgive me. Well, let's go to the chat. It's been a while, so let's go back in here and see what's going on with you folks. Let's see. There we go. I believe it was right here with Tempest from Mars saying technology, eh? Yeah, it's not my friend. That's for sure. Joshua, he's laughing at Breen. And Eric Breen says, Jim Steranko always looks like he's going to get whacked by Tony Soprano in the next scene. I could see that. The biggest thing about going to see that Steranko at that thing is last time he had some reproductions, copies of his History of Comics, part 1 and part 2. And they were for $20. I guarantee you they won't be $20 this time around. But I debated, and I did not pull the trigger, and I did not get it. And I kicked myself as soon as I walked out the door. I kicked myself, saying you should have got that. Of all the things that you saw in there, that is one thing you could afford, and you should have picked it up, because I remember having the original big ones. The tabloid size ones. So it would have been so cool to have that. I'm hoping if I get to go this time, I'm hoping that he has some more, and I'm definitely going to try and get at least one of each of those. So we'll see. And Shannon says, you had the same kind of moment when I did when I first saw Han's video. Yes. Yeah, we've talked about it many times. It's so funny that Shannon and I have talked so much prior to when we decided to do the show that so many of our experiences are duplicated. It was so weird. It was like we'd known each other all our lives type of thing. And it's just incredible. So there we go. There's just another instance. I remember you talking about that. Absolutely. The world of stuff. I mean, that's great. And Shannon says, nice. He sent me one a couple weeks ago. There you go. So we're in good company. Cool beans. Tempest from Mars says, I had a Golden Age custom. Oh, yeah, custom. Mr. Terrific, made to fit it with the DC Universe Classics line some years ago. I'm disappointed we never got one. Yeah, I mean, that would be a character. If they came out with a Mr. Terrific Mego or a Mr. Terrific, McFarlane, yeah, I'm there. I'd be picking that up. No doubt about it. So I'm right there with you, Tempest. That would be a character I would definitely love to have. Joshua says, dig that first Red Wolf book on the spinner rack. I definitely got that one. Awesome. There it is. Marvel Spotlight #1, baby. Red Wolf. Yes, sir. Very cool. Good eyes. Dun, dun. And Eric K. Hey, Eric, how you doing? He says, hey to everybody. Great to have you on board with us. He says, I am happy to say I still have my childhood lunch box complete with thermos. Now, which is that childhood lunchbox? What was the theme of that lunchbox? I want to know. You might have told us earlier today, but my memory ain't what it used to be at all. Joshua says, hey, Eric, fist bump. Tempest from Mars says, the thing that bothers me about lunch boxes is you're not going to get much lunch in them. No, well, when you were a kid, it seemed like you could probably get, I used to get a peanut butter marshmallow sandwich, and then you'd get like a thermos full of chocolate milk, and then you'd get have like a Drake's apple pies. I used to get apple pies and cherry pies, or Drake's. I think it was Drake's Swiss rolls, the big Swiss rolls that they used to make. They were good size. Those were awesome. When I got those were going to make, that was going to be a good day when I got those for lunch. So till I made it to high school. Then once I got in high school, I had an allowance, and I used to take that allowance. You'd think, oh, you're going to spend it on comics, right? No. I spent it on my stomach. I would get home fries, not home fries, tater tots. They used to say, if I'd have been eating pizza then, I could have had pizza every day. But that's all right. I had tater tots, and those tater tots were awesome, man. I looked for years, tried to find the right frozen tater tot. Nobody has them like the ones that were sold at the school. Bummer. Eric K says, hi, Josh. And Josh says, Eric, peace. And Easy Comic Reader says, hey there, Eric K. Eric K says, hey, ECR. Tempest from Mars says, I take it that Batmobile doesn't have a working missile launcher on it. I do not believe so. I don't believe so. No. Nope, because they're sealed up. So no. Now, as far as the back part with, does flame come out like the old Corgis, I think it was? I can't tell. I cannot tell. Because it looks like there's an empty hole there. So maybe. But yeah. No, it does not have a working missile launcher. How cool would that be? Joshua says, nice, Tempest. Tempest says, that history line had some nice figures in it. It was pretty short-lived, though. Yes, it was. I mean, there's just so much they could do with it, in my mind, but what do I know? Maybe they feel that the figures that I would like would not sell mainstream, but I think they would. Eric K says, I have a 1976 NFL football lunchbox. That was the first season of the Bucks and the Seahawks. Wow. Was it the Bucks in 1976? Wow. For some reason, I would have, if I had been pressed, I'd have said they began in the 80s. But at that time, I was a New England Patriots fan, still am. But I was also a huge Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So until 1980, when my secondary team became the Cincinnati Bengals, because they introduced those orange and black tiger striped helmets. And I said, that's cool. And so I says, I'm rooting for you guys along with the Patriots. Eric K says, it was that first season the Bucks were in the AFC and the Seahawks were in the NFC. Very cool. See, now I learned something. Again, I learned something. That's cool. Awesome. All right, what else can I show here? All right, you're going to have to forgive my stomach here, but we'll take down some cool stuff from up here to show these. If I can keep them balanced perfectly without losing balance. All right, here we go. All right, now I mentioned Birdman. You guys have heard me mention Birdman a lot over the years because he was him and Mitor and Space Ghost. They were my big three for Hanna-Barbera. I loved all the Hanna-Barbera superheroes, but those were like the big three. And so anything to do with Birdman or Mitor, although Mitor doesn't have a whole lot of merchandise out there. So I wish he did. So, but Space Ghost and Birdman, definitely a pick 'em up. Here is Hanna-Barbera collection of Adventure Superstars, the I-Men collection. And these are little figures. They almost look like they would be, like part of uh, Legos type of thing. But it's cool. They come with a couple of coins in there, which is pretty neat. And this is Gravity Girl and Meteor Man, which are part of the Galaxy Trio, which was the middle cartoon in the Birdman and the Galaxy Trio cartoon from Hanna-Barbera. So those are pretty cool. I mean, who would have thought the Galaxy Trio would have any kind of toy made after them post 1968, you know? But here's some of the other characters that were available. You can see right at the top. There we go. This is series 2. I wonder what was in series 1. I don't think I've ever looked that up. Maybe it was these guys down here, the Herculoids. But you got Blue Falcon, Dynamite, Thundar, the Ukla, Vapor Man. I couldn't find a Vapor Man. I wanted to complete the trio, but I never did find a Vapor Man. But I did find Birdman, an Avenger. Very cool indeed. Again, who'd have thunk that would have made merchandise on these characters from the middle of the 60s? You know, these had to be like 2002, I think. 2002. So, I mean, that's just awesome, awesome, awesome. Continuing with the Birdman theme, here's the Mego, the special made Mego. Birdman. I mean, come on. Come on. Look at that helmet and everything. The only thing he's missing is like a red shield. That would have been like when he's using his heat vision heat shield, energy shield. That would have been cool. But he's got his wings. The wings, I believe, are like paper. Well, they might be cloth. So, and they attach to the costume, I guess, in the back, but I've never opened it. So, yeah, I'm one of those people that never play with them. If I had a room, in the house proper upstairs, that was heated, where I could go in, anytime I wanted, instead of down here in the frozen tundra, I would definitely break these out. I would definitely break these out from their plastic prisons. So, but that was very cool. There's a back on that too. I mean, they really did a nice job with the marketing, on this product marketing. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Here's another recent one I bought within the last year. It came out by Power Stars, and it's the Phantom. Love me some Phantom. They also have, it shows right here on the back. They have Flash Gordon, Ming the Merciless, and Prince Thun, which I got to admit, I do not know who Prince Thun is. But there's those characters right there on the back. Very cool indeed. All right. And this is one of my favorites. It's just too cool. And I never thought I'd see a action figure of this character. And it's Jonah Hex, part of the Showcase line. Just look at that. Let me get it right on that. Come on. There we go. So you can see he's got the scar. I mean, he's got the guns, got the uniform. I mean, that's just tremendous. It's just so cool. Got the hat over here. There he is. And tell me, just tell me, who else could play Jonah Hex other than Clint Eastwood? I know what's his name there played him in the movie, and he did it. I didn't really mind the movie. I thought it was okay. I didn't get the supernatural aspect of it because I don't remember ever seeing that take place in the comics. So that was kind of funky, but you know, the rest of it though, the Western action was pretty cool. So I don't mind that movie. I really don't. However, to me, I think I've said this before. To me, the outlaw Josie Wales is really the story of Jonah Hex. I mean, you watch that movie and you just pretend you see Jonah Hex. The character is Jonah Hex instead of what, the man with no name or whatever his name was in that movie. I mean, I just, if I could have one wish in the movie industry, that would be it. Go back and make Clint Eastwood Jonah Hex in a movie. That would have been something. But still, that's pretty cool. Really enjoy the fact that they made this figure. I'm not sure if they made, didn't they make a G.I. Joe size figure of this? I want to say they did. I know they made a G.I. Joe figure, size figure of Enemy Ace. And man, I would love to get my hands on one of those. But those are big money now. That would be a tremendous addition to the action figure collection there. So, all righty. Let's see what else is going on. All right. We got Tempest from Mars saying, I picked the Bengals as my NFL team back when I first watched NFL because of the pattern on their helmets. There you go. Yeah. That's what I did. 1980, man. 1980. That was it was just too cool. They would just need. I always liked innovative stuff like that where they just, somebody thought outside the box. You know what I mean? And just said, hey, Bengals, they're tigers. How about we have some stripes? I'm on it. That was just too cool. That's great to hear, Tempest. I love it. Eric K says, though I lived in Chicago suburbs growing up, the Buffalo Bills were my first favorite team because I was an O.J. Simpson fan. Understandable. Very understandable. O.J. was huge back then. You know, Buffalo Bills, they were always a tough team. They always played the Patriots tough. Most of the time back in the day, they beat them. They beat the Patriots. It wasn't until, you know, like the 2000s or late 1990s, early 2000s that the Patriots gained any traction on anybody in the league. So very, very cool. Eric K says, I also always loved the Bills logo, whether it was the buffalo standing still or charging. Yeah, that's a cool logo. There's a lot of really cool logos now. They really are. And that's what I love. I love doing creative things. I love being creative. I love drawing. I love creating things. When I was in high school, a fella taught me, showed me a game, a very simple dice game. Just take two dice, with 1 through 6, 6-sided dice, regular 6-sided dice. Taught me how to play a baseball game, simple game, and he would do complete seasons in a notebook. And I'm like, I don't know, for some reason I fell in love with that, and I started doing the same thing. But then I started getting creative. I started creating my own baseball league. And then I would create teams, and with those teams came logos, and I was in heaven creating all these logos and stuff like that. It was long before computers, so I was hand drawing them, and stuff like that. if I had all those loose pieces of paper still that I would draw when I finished my work in the classroom, and I just start drawing, that would be, oh man, great stuff. So yeah, I'm big with logos. I love to look at logos. I love to see inventive, creative, uh, really cool logos. So absolutely. I used to always root for expansion teams because they were new. It was fresh. It was exciting. A new logo, a new team, a new name. Great stuff. Easy Comic Reader says, awesome. Hanna-Barbera figures are nice. Yeah, man. Again, who'd ever thought you would ever see those? I mean, yeah, you might have seen them back in the day in the late 60s. That's when they should have made them. But for whatever reason, they didn't. And here we are seeing them in like the 80s, early 90s, 2000. So great stuff, man. Joshua says, gotta go. It was fun to catch the bonus round. Laugh a lot. Take care, Rod and the Peanuts. Joshua, thank you so much for hanging out with us for a while, man. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your weekend, man. Take care. Easy Comic Reader says, take care, Joshua. And Easy Comic Reader says, Jonah Hex. Yeah, baby. Yeah, gotta love you some Jonah Hex, right? Yes, sir. Tempest from Mars. I have those same Iron figures. Oh, cool. Plus Dynamite and Blue Falcon. The Herculoids one were a different scale. That's what it looks like if you look at the back of them. I remember, I think they were about the size of this guy, I think, and I had the opportunity when they came out, doggone it, to buy all of them. And they came in like a three set thing. And you put the backgrounds together and they spelled the word Herculoids. If it's the one I'm thinking of, if it's the set I'm thinking of. But it was, I wanted to get, of course, I wanted to get the Granite Rock Ape. I wanted to get him. I wanted to get Gloop and Gleep. I thought they would be cool, and the other guys, Tundro and Zog. Get those. Those would have been cool. The people figures, they were secondary. I wanted the cool characters, That is cool. You got the Dynamite and Blue Falcon. Let's see here. See if I can get this one out. Oh, come on. All right. I don't know where my other one is, though, for this. Okay, I have another one. But here is, did you see these when they came out? Scoob! That's a Blue Falcon right there. But they mixed you up. This was obviously a marketing ploy, because if you just wanted Dynamite and Blue Falcon and they put them together, well, you buy one set and that's it. So what did they do? They split them up and put them with different characters, which I think, come on. So here we got Muttley, from Dick Dastardly fame and Wacky Racers. But the Blue Falcon one is really cool. That is super cool. And I do have the, I think it's Shaggy that comes with, is it? Yeah, Shaggy right there. There we go. Shaggy that comes with Dynamite. And I do have that one as well. I don't know why they're not hanging up together. But why I shouldn't be surprised, because I'm so well organized here, don't you know? So let me put that one back up there. Let's see. I wanted to show these because they are cool as well. Go on, don't fall down. I'm begging you, don't fall down. So that one, and this one, and that guy. All right, we'll show a couple more here. All right, So I showed you my latest Blue Beetle one. Hold on a sec. Oh no, you know what? I'm going to leave that up there. So that's going to be my marker. How about that? I'm going to leave that right up there. I don't think it'll take up too much space. But here is a Blue Beetle from the DC Direct Classic Heroes line, which is cool. It's got his gun. Plus, it's also got the rope thing that he swings down off the beetle, out of the beetle, which is pretty cool. I wish they'd have made. Can you imagine if they'd have made a beetle bug? You know, as like an accessory. They could have sold it separately. That would have been so cool. And here he is on the back, old Ted Cord. And then they got all these guys here. Vandal Savage, Mon-El, Brainiac, Vandal Savage, the Shade, Captain Marvel, Black Adam, Green Lantern, Ion, Tomare. I'm sorry, I don't know the lady. Look at that. That would have been one I wanted to get too. And then look at these over here. We got Phantom Lady and Uncle Sam from the Freedom Fighters and the Question. Very cool. So, and there we go. There is the Question right here. The question is answered. That's just too cool, you know. Again, from the Classic Heroes line. Look at that with removable hat and mask. Come on. How can you pass this up? Great fun, man. There's just so many ideas I have in my head the way I would want to set these up if I took them out of the package and I had the room. I would find some way I would build a bug somehow. I don't know what I would build it out of. Cardboard, styrofoam, I don't know, but I would build it out of something, and I would have that bug in the air, and Blue Beetle would be hanging down with that. That would be so cool. Here we go with another Captain Atom. This is from basically the DC version of it, and this is from the Public Enemy, Batman Superman Public Enemy line. And if you have not seen this movie, Public Enemies, man, you got to see it because it is awesome. Very, very cool. All the villains and stuff that take place in it. Hawkman, wicked cool Hawkman in there. It's really, really good. And this is really close to the artwork, too. I mean, he is just like... the muscles about to burst out of there. There we go with the rest of the line. Captain Marvel, Captain Atom. I can't remember who that guy was. Who was that guy? Metallo. That's right. Okay. Superman and Batman. That's a pretty cool Batman figure. I got to give him that. That's a pretty cool Batman. I would not turn that down if I found it somewhere at a decent price. And then to round out my collection of Charlton Heroes, I consider them Charlton Heroes, even though they're part of DC now. They are Charlton Heroes when I first discovered them. So here we go with the Peacemaker. And I know he's gained a lot of popularity with John Cena playing him in the TV series. I'm still Metza on the series. It's fun. It's funny for what it is, but I so want a serious Peacemaker movie or TV show. You know, I mean that's just who cool. I mean, complete with the helmet. I mean, who'd have thought? I mean, really, who would have thought a Peacemaker one? Peacemaker lasted 5 issues, you know? 5 issues. Yeah, he appeared in some of the uh, Fighting Five, but who really counts them, you know? But there he is. So who would have thought he would have, made it? But somehow, they with the advent of the movies, and then they took John Cena's role in that Suicide Squad movie and took it into a TV show, and here we are. We now have a Peacemaker action figure. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. I'll take it every day of the week. Every day of the week. So that was pretty cool. So let's see what else is going on. Tempest from Mars says, I have an unknown soldier figure in the larger G.I. Joe scale. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I bet that's neat. I've never seen that. Awesome. Oh, that's got to be neat with the bandages, the head in the bandages. Oh, well, now I got to go hunt that down. I bet you those larger G.I. Joe scale ones, though, they command top dollar on those. They really do. But doggone, they're worth it, though, because that's pretty cool. Oh, can you imagine that? Unknown soldier, enemy ace. I think they did one of Sergeant Rock, too. You could have all 3 of them together. Ugh, that would be awesome, man. That would be too cool. Sleepy Rita, hey, Damien, how you doing? He says, hey. And there's the Y. And there's a fist bump. He says, hey, Damien from Easy Comic Reader. And Sleepy Rita says, easy, oh yeah. Tempest from Mars says, yes, I have those Scooby ones. Yeah, cool beans, man. Cool beans. Justin, hey, Justin, thank you for joining us, man. Just hanging out this afternoon, early evening. Well, wow, 7:30 now. Those character splits would make me not want to keep them in the packages. Dastardly. Yeah, that's... again, if I had a room upstairs where I could do that, but down here, we recently had trouble with mice down here. I'm glad to say so far the last 30 days, I have not seen or heard any movement down here. So I've got a feeling we took care of them, but I can't risk opening up stuff. It's bad enough leaving them down here in their packages, that I fear. Whenever I come down, I'm always looking, did anything fall? Is there anything out of place? Is anything gnawed on, So I would definitely break these guys out if I had a room where I could set them up in a proper display. Absolutely. Maranya, hey, Lady M. Great to have you back. She says, wait, did we time warp back to 10 a.m.? Good evening, everybody, and a happy Easter, and a happy Easter to you, Maranya. Yeah, I just figured I'd do, I wanted to do a little A-OK thank you to Captain Strangelife. I'm getting my prefixes mixed up. He sent me a A-OK of a nice t-shirt of his logo and everything. It's pretty cool, and along with a nice little toy. And we've been talking about toys. Showed some more Strange Tales earlier in the show. So if you're interested in those, don't forget to check back with a rewind. But yeah, so we've just been talking about toys and showing a lot of action figures. Getting a lot of great feedback from folks who have some great stuff. And Easy Comic says hello to Maranya. And Tempest from Mars says Toynami also did a bigger Blue Falcon and Dynamite set in line with the Space Ghost figure they released. Oh, wow. I'm trying to remember. Do I know that? I can't remember that. I've got the Space Ghost ones. No, I don't have the Toynami Space Ghost one. That's the one I've got to get, because didn't that come with the little monkey Um, oh, I can't. Why can I? These are characters that I grew up loving all my life, and here I am. I cannot remember the name of the monkey. Bleep? Not Bleep. What was his name? Man, I'm telling you, I worry about my memory. I really do, man. But yeah, I've got some of the Space Ghost ones that were done by, I want to say the Cartoon Network. Um, in fact, one of them has got a really cool villain from the 80s series. And there's my other Scooby Doo one right there. Of course, it's all the way to the back of one of the pegs on the pegboard. So I'm not going to rip all those off there to show that, unfortunately, but I do have the other one. And now I know where it is. So let's see. Maranya says Superman looks too angry in that packaging for Captain Atom. That ain't right. Batman can look angry, but Superman, no, she says. Mez, you're the first one outside of my Italian relatives to say that, Rod. Coolness abounds. There we go. Just things that you pick up over the years. Mez. Yeah, mez. So, absolutely. I wish I could tell you where I picked it up, but as far as I remember, I've said it all my life. So, but yes. Eric K says, hi, Maranya. And Tempest from Mars says, I believe the unknown soldier was on the SDCC figure. The bandages are a rubber mask that you can take off. Oh, cool. You must be able to put other masks on like he used to do in the series, right? Wouldn't that? Oh, that's cool. That's kind of like Captain Action used to have the rubber faces that he could put on of Aquaman, Superman, Batman, Captain America. Great stuff. Very cool. Eric K says, happy Easter to you, Maranya, and to everyone, and a happy Easter to you, Eric K. Appreciate that, sir. Eric K also says, I still need to watch this morning's show. Went to a Florida Panthers hockey game with my wife. Did they win? Did they win? Did your team win? That's the important thing. Did your team win? Hey, Graphic Man, great to have you with us, sir. How you doing? And a happy Easter to you, Graphic Man. And Eric K says Bleep was the Super Friends. Okay. I remember there was a Bleep monkey somewhere, but I can't think of what his name was. Jan Jace. Nope, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Doggone it. Just something you're used to all your life. And I can't remember that. Doggone it. Easy Comic Reader says hello to Micah. And Maranya says, Blip. There you go, Blip. Thank you so much, Maranya, because that would have driven me absolutely nuts. Blip is the monkey from Space Ghost, voiced by Don Messick. Yes, sirree. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, that was driving me crazy. Eric Man says, hey, Graphic Man. Maranya says, hey there, Micah. Happy Easter to you. And she also says, Gleek was the monkey with the Wonder Twins. Okay, there you go. There you go. Cool beans. Thank you, Maranya, for setting me straight. Tempest from Mars says, he only came with the bandages, sadly. Oh, too bad. He also just comes in a cardboard box that just says unknown soldier on it. Is it like the old G.I. Joe boxes? They were just big enough to house the figure, I bet. That much still, it's still got to be cool. I don't care. The unknown soldier, man, that's got to be cool. I envy you. Eric K says, yes, 3-2 over the Red Wings. The Panthers are my wife's favorite team. Mine is the Chicago Blackhawks. The Chicago Blackhawks. They have a place in my history, for that's where the one and only number 4, Bobby Orr, wound up playing, finishing his career with the Chicago Blackhawks, I believe, after a really stellar career with the Boston Bruins. Bobby Orr was incredible. Changed the game for defensemen. Absolutely. Eric K says, yes, Lady M, you are right. Gleek. There we go. Confirmed. Higgy Pop, hey, Higgy. He says, hey, Rod. Hey there, Peanut Gallery. Great to have you with us on the evening edition. Iggy Pop, we're showing some comics, showing a lot of action figures, talking toys, talking memories. Eric Breen says, since you're living on YouTube today, Rod, you may as well read with us too. We see if we, well, there's no reading tonight, right? You guys are doing one from the vault, right? I thought that was what he said today. I'm not sure. I am not sure. Moranya says, Higgy Pop, here we give him the bell. Give him the bell. Ding, ding. Yeah. Higgy Pop says, hey there, Eric Breen. Eric Breen says, hey, Higgy. Eric K says, Orr's knees were shot by the time he finished with the Black. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. They were shot by the time he finished with the Red Sox, with the Bruins. I think he had 4 operations, I think, by that time before he left. I'm not sure. I could be wrong with that number. But, yeah, Bobby Orr was incredible, man. Eric K says, Higgy! Higgy Pop says, the Mighty Maranya. I like that. The Mighty Maranya. Absolutely. Easy Comic Reader says, Higgy Pop. Graphic Man says, I just saw a 64-yard field goal, something called UFL. There we go. Yep, the UFL. I have yet to see a game. I wanted to get into that, and I just have not didn't get a chance to see I think this is the opening weekend, isn't it? I think. But yeah, it's The Rock is part owner. He had the XFL, and they merged with the USFL, if I'm not mistaken. So now we have the UFL, the MeFL. Eric Breen says, I think we're reading Batman and the Outsiders at 8:15. Oh my goodness, Batman and the Outside. I love the original run of that. That was a nice series too. Had some great people in it. I love Metamorpho. So anything with Metamorpho, yeah, I was there. Maranya says, we are reading Batman and the Outsiders 2 issues tonight. Excuse me. Easter Sunday. It's 2 books from, Easter Sunday is 2 books from the vault. Doggone. Hold on a second, because things get so dry down here, I get the hiccups. Oh, there. Sorry about that. All right, let's try to continue here. Higgy Pop says, my man, easy. Yes, sir. All right, we're going to leave Higgy Pop up there, or will we do a line? Let's see. I can't do a line right now. I guess that doesn't sound good. I shouldn't be saying that. That does not sound good. You know, I've been watching way too many cop shows on the channel called Reels, REELZ, REELZ. I've been watching a lot of that stuff. There we go. Thank you, Graphic Man. Thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate that. And Maranya, too. We got a double line going. Oh, boy, you guys are going to make sure I do not screw this up. No way. All right. So let's see. What else can I show you guys? How about some more obscure characters? How about the Metal Men? How about that? We got iron. You need more iron in your diet. There we go. Right there. Look at that. He's got a ball and chain right there. Very cool. And we're going to find it. And who else do we have up here? We have gold. We've struck gold. There we go. The DC Universe. Pretty snazzy. There we go on the back. The biography. Look at that. Commandy. They got Commandy over there. For my partner in crime. Oh, I'm always backwards. Right here, Commandy. Very cool. There's gold. Obsidian. Green Lantern. Alan Scott version. And Our Man and Zatanna. So, but this is gold. The power of gold. Alrighty. And the last one I got on there of that group is Mercury, the wise cracking Mercury. Look at that one. Making his hand into a giant pair of scissors. He's a cut above the rest. And there's the background on that. Really cool. Hey, that's another Jonah Hex. I just noticed that. That's another Jonah Hex. And a creeper. I remember seeing the creeper, but that's another Jonah Hex. Oh, that's another rabbit hole right there, because I gotta hunt that down. Look at that. That's cool. Creeper. Love it. Now, they did make the other members of the Metal Men, but they were like more of a prestige type of one. They had platinum, which is now expensive. They had lead, and I believe it was lead and tin. I think they were together. So they did have the other three. And I do not know if they made a Doc Magnus figure. That would have been cool with his little green plaid suit, right? You know, and they had all of them together. I looked several times. I looked for those. I forgot what they're called. It's not like signature set or something like that, but it's something special anyway. But they just want too much money, big money for those, and I just couldn't pull the trigger, as we say. I just could not do it. But I have these three, so these three are with me for the moment. We'll hang those back up there. And please get on there and don't destroy anything. There we go. All right, now we're gonna, well, I'll show that one as well. So, but here we go. We're gonna pull down some more cool Hanna-Barbera. Wow, I apologize. You have to look at my belly. So here we go. All right. This is Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Gotta admit, was never a fan of that show. I think I watched it once. I don't know. To me, I understand what it was supposed to be. And for those people who enjoy it, more power to you. Just was not my cup of tea. I found it a little blasphemous for me. But here's Space Ghost. And I don't know if I can't make it light up anymore. I guess his fist might not light up anymore, or I can't touch it. I can't get it right. But I mean, Space Ghost again. You know, at least he was around in the 80s for the return with Space Stars, you know, on Saturday mornings or USA, whatnot. So there's that one, and here's another version of it. Yeah. Right? Yeah, this is a different version of it. It's almost the same, but the packaging was a little different. But I still had to pick it up. So that's pretty cool, Space Ghost. And then there's this one here, which is super cool. In the 80, what was it, 83? Was that when they did Space Stars, I think? His main protagonist, his arch enemy, was Space Spectre. And here is the Space Spectre. There we go. His polar opposite. I mean, that is just too cool. Space Spectre. So, let's see. Can I get his hand to light up? I can't. I don't want to. I'm afraid I'm going to push too hard and bust something. But you can't get it to do it. So, I don't know if it has a button on this one or not. but that's pretty doggone cool. Now, they also had some other villains like Brack, Moltar, and what's his name? Zorak. Yeah, there we go. I never did pick up any of those. I did see a Brack once, but that was about the only one. I hadn't seen a Moltar or a Zorak. If I did and they were reasonable, I would have picked them up, but I didn't. So, but these are pretty cool. Get back in there, please. Please, please. There we go. There's that. There's that one. Come on. Oh, there we go. And let's see if we can hook this guy. Cool beans. All right. Let's see. Got a couple of odds and ends, and then if you want, I can show some more comics if you'd like. Let's see. We got the Taskmaster from the Legendary Rider series. Almost got a little dusty. These things don't get a whole lot of airplay, but I thought this was really cool with all the gadgets and stuff that you get with this one, swords and shield, and it's just too cool. I mean, look at that face. Really good. I mean, I thought it was really good sculpt. So, of course, it gives you the history on him. And then it shows you the others in the set. I still got to get a thing one. I want to get a thing one so I can have, obviously, the Thing and Hulk. And speaking of the Hulk, here's one from one of his. Oh, no. Don't fall down there. You stay right there, you. Okay, this is from the Hulk, Incredible Hulk Transformation line. Let's see, as seen on UPN Kids. And this is my favorite Marvel villain, the Absorbing Man. And that is just too neat. I love Crusher Creel. So, is that. And it's pretty neat. The detail. Very cool. Wrecking Ball and Breakaway Safe. And here we go with the little history on the background of him. Now, I have this one right here as well. The Maestro, which was cool because of all the things. If you've read the story Future Imperfect, and you see all the gadgets and stuff that he keeps as mementos, or Rick Jones has as mementos or memorabilia of all the heroes who have been crushed or killed by the Maestro, and then here he is wearing them, like Iron Man's helmet. It's right there. Sorry, Maranya. But then, of course, you can see Cap's shield and stuff like that. So that's really cool. But that one there, I think it's way up. It's way up there. So I'm gonna have to pass on getting that one up there. But okay. So I'm gonna put that right here for now. So, you guys want to see some more comics, or have you had enough of me yet? Let's go back to the line and see what everybody's saying. Is Graphic Man's line and Maranya's line. And here we go. Maranya saying, I have a fondness for superheroes related to iron. I've heard that. I've heard that rumor. Higgy Pop says, we got to get Shannon a Commandy. There you go. He's probably already got one. I'm not sure. I can't remember if I've seen a Commandy in his collection or not. If you're still with us, Shannon, we want to know. Maranya says clear packaging like that shows the piece count and value for the action figures. That helps parents decide to buy them for their kids and also appeal to collectors. Yeah, because didn't they change the packaging now so that uh, it was just closed? It was all closed. There's no window. And I think they took a lot of feedback, a lot of pushback on that from collectors. I think, weren't they in the process of swapping back to having windows or like a bubble, I forgot what they call it, bubble cards type of thing. I think they are. I think they are. Here we go. Lead and tin were likely sold together if one was a smaller action figure to add perceived value to the price point. I believe that you are correct. I believe that's why they did it. But they were still cool figures, but they just wanted big money. I mean, these ones here I think were only like $15, but the other ones they wanted, like, we're talking upwards of 100 or so. And it was just like, what, you know. A lot of them secondary market. Forget it. Tempest from Mars says, you talk about obscure, we got an ultra humanite in his gorilla body as well. Oh, cool. I've got one. Is it ultra humanite? I think I've got an ultra humanite in a Justice League. I don't know where it would be. I can't see all the way. I think I've got an ultra humanite in a 6-figure set, where they're only about 4.5 to 5 inch figures, if I'm not mistaken. But I can't see it right now. But I think it was Ultra Humanite that I have in there. So, but that's pretty cool. In his gorilla body as well. I can see my lead figure from where I sit now. Oh, man. Awesome. He says, Doc, tin came with platinum. Oh, tin came with platinum instead. Okay. And we never got a Doc Madness. Oh, that's cool. So you have them all. You have them all then. That is awesome, man. I envy you, man, because that is one group that I would love to finish off, but I just can't spend that kind of money. I should check now because it's been a long time. Maybe they've come down. I'll have to check. I haven't been on eBay because I've been trying to save money and everything, because we're transitioning to becoming those people who live on a, what do they call it? Not limited, but fixed income, living on a fixed income. So we're trying to make sure that we keep a nice nest egg going and making it make money for us, so we can live out our golden years in somewhat comfort, so we'll see. But that is very cool. Thank you for the info on the tin. I knew he came with somebody. I knew it was a 2-pack. So, but that's I figured platinum being the girl of the group, I figured it was going to be more money, and it was. But still, I'm hoping someday I'll be able to complete that. Right now, as far as the Metalman goes, looking at maybe getting one of the PVC sets. I've got like a JSA. I think I got 2 or 3 of the JSA sets. I've got the Justice League set. I've got the Justice League villain set. But I'm thinking of getting the Metalman set, which is pretty cool. That does come with, I believe, a Doc Magnus. So that would be very cool to get indeed. And they're relatively inexpensive compared to some of the other PVC kits. So Maranya says, fun fact, the average toy buyer, parents, perceive toys in closed boxes as things to put together like puzzles and Legos or board games. Oh, really? Wow. I did not know that. I did not know that. Hasbro lost money big time when they briefly went to closed box packaging because parents, thought they were puzzles, and collectors who displayed in packaging hated the closed boxes. Yeah, I could see why. I mean, why would you not want to be able to see what you're buying? You know, I mean, for years, for decades, it's been that way with bubble, bubble blister packs and whatnot. You know, so I don't understand. Was it cheaper to put it in a cardboard box? Maybe. I don't know. Eric K says that makes a lot of sense, Maranya, about Hasbro taking a hit back then. Yeah. Tempest from Mars says, I have the Mezco one, the 12-inch. Oh, wow. Again, how can you not pick up figures of characters like, yes, I've seen that too. Doesn't it glow in the dark too or something? Because I saw that and I'm like, oh man. Just too many rabbit holes because that one really did grab me. I remember seeing that just about a year ago. I think I remember seeing that. Might have been a little longer, but just about. Oh, that's cool, man! You are lucky. I love it. Maranya says action figure scale matters when people put them in display out of the box. A half an inch is the sweet spot for the figures to work together scale wise. I did not know that. A half an inch is the sweet spot for the figures to work together scale wise. Oh, that's cool to know. I did not know that, Mariah. Man, you are just a fact finding. I don't know what the word is. Lady M. That's awesome. I learn something new every week. That's cool. Eric K says, show more. What? Show more what? More action figures or more comics? Or show myself out. Maranya says, I have the classic Superman 12-inch Mego figure. Oh, nice. Sadly, his face suffers from the weird grayness that plastic tends to get, and his one foot is broken. Ouch. But the suit and the boot hides a multitude of sins. There you go. There you go. Tempest from Mars. Very nice, Maranya. My old Mego figures always broke out at the knees. Hey, Clint. Clint. Hold on just a second, folks. Ow, that hurt. Hey, Clint. Hey. You need this.
Need what?
Right here. Don't say anything.
This would have been good to have like
I'm
an hour
sorry.
and a half ago.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I had to hide it.
Can I return it to you when I'm done?
Yes, you can.
All right.
All right, bud. Okay. Sorry, I had to just give something to my son there briefly. Sorry about that. So, very nice, Maranya. My old Mego figures always broke at the knees. Yeah, I think mine always had whatever rubber band was inside the torso that would kind of hold the arms together. Those broke so that the Hulk's arms would like hang down at his side. It's like, well, that's not very tough. Tempest from Mars also says, I think that was the Justice League Unlimited line of figures, Doc. I think you are correct, sir. I think you are correct. Absolutely. Maranya says, Hasbro did it to be eco-friendly, but it let them get away with a lot of messed up paint jobs. Plus, shady people would take the better figure box and put a junk figure in it to return it. Oh my gosh. Now see, it wouldn't even occur to me to do that. But there are people out there that they know how to scam. Wow. Man. That's too bad. That's too bad. But I have no doubt that it was done. Yes, sir. Tempest says, we were sneaky and released a separate glow-in-the-dark one. They were sneaky and released a separate glow-in-the-dark one. I just have the non-glow one. Yeah, I remember seeing the glow-in-the-dark one because I thought, man, how cool is that? Space Ghost, glow-in-the-dark, Ghost. That's just so cool. You know, I have a couple of the 18-inch figures by DC. I don't have them out here, but I have the Flash, Barry Allen Flash, and I have Captain Marvel. Shazam, but he's Captain Marvel to me. I have those two. Those are the two 18-inch figures that I have. I do have a G.I. Joe figure with lifelike hair. Uh, and I think he actually does have Kung Fu grip too. And then I also have a Captain Action replica reproduction from Praying Mantis. Yep, Praying Mantis or Playing Mantis, however you say it, Playing Mantis, I guess. So those are among my bigger action figures that I have. Maranya says, then when someone bought the reshelved box, they'd get the wrong. I know. I mean, really? You're going to do that to somebody? I mean, I don't get people, man. I don't get people. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to make somebody's life miserable over a toy? You know, and I don't get that. I just don't get it. Maranya says, my holy grail of classic reissued Mego figures would be an Iron Man, yeah, and or a replacement for the 12-inch Superman. He looks a lot like Christopher Reeves, plus the comic book look. Cool beans. Yeah, I remember the Iron Man one. I think I actually had an Iron Man Mego. I think I did. I'm trying to remember, and it's so bad. And Eric, Clint, I love you. Yes, that's my son, Clint. You can't tell I'm an Eastwood fan, right? By now? So, yeah, there was no choice for my wife got to pick our daughter's name and pick Sky. And it's a beautiful name. And I love it. I was all for it. And when it came, when we found out we were having a son, I said, wait, my turn. And it was a choice between Wyatt or Clint. And I went with Clint because, I mean, it's Clint. Just Clint. You know, no, it's not short for anything. It's just Clint. 5 letters. That's it. And, you know, so hopefully he doesn't mind. He seems to like it so far. He's 27 years into it, so what are you going to do now, right? Well, I guess he could change it if he wanted to. All right, so let's see. Do you want me to show some more comics, or do I have some? What did I do? Yeah. All right. I'll show a handful of comics, and then maybe we can show some more toys or whatnot. So let's see here. We got 163. Picking up where we left off. I'm not putting them over there, so I mess up my thing. I've learned my lesson. And, oh, look at that. I'm breathing myself already. Boom, boom, boom. Ugh. I don't even know how I got 2 of those. But that goes to show you, if I don't have my little notebook with me when I go to a convention or a comic store, you never know what I'm going to come home with for a double. Here we go with 164 with Nightmare. It's a story featuring Cody Rhodes. Here we go with 165. Behold the Savage Sky. Number 166. Voltorg. And a classic cover. Love this cover. I mean, this is poster worthy right here. Strange Tales number 67. I mean, that is just poster worthy right there. Mr. Steranko. See, that's one I should take to the to the convention if I get to go next month. Take it and have Steranko sign that. I may do that. I may keep that one out. Do that. 168. Exile. Dun, dun, dun. And here we go with 169, where it is no longer Strange Tales. It becomes Doctor Strange. Dun, dun. Here's 170. Nightmare's back. To dream, perchance to die. Here's 171. Doorman Moo joins us for 172. It's Doorman Moo in 172. And the classic Doorman Moo cover right here with 173. It almost looks like a flaming fish head. For some reason, it just does. I don't know. And here we go with a little Gene Colan, number 174. Power and the Pendulum. Here's 175 with Satanish. Satanish, does that mean like Satan-like? I'm not clear on that name. Here we go with 176. And here we go, one of my favorite covers. Another one that's poster worthy in my world. 177, introducing the mask to Doctor Strange. I mean, that's just cool. It would be great to have. If they could take maybe even the white lightning out of there and just have the two big figures there, that would be cool. I like it so much, I bring myself again. And there's a great green cover with guest star of the Black Knight. The only thing is, his foot right here makes, when you look at it real quick, it makes the villain look like he's got an all-pro spitting gap in his teeth. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Just wanted to share that with all of you. Here's 179, featuring Spider-Man. Here is 180, featuring Eternity. Here's 181. I believe that's the Evil Eye. Comes into play later on, I believe, with the Defenders Avengers War. I believe it also had, this character had something to do with in the original run of Silver Surfer, if I'm not mistaken. Wasn't he the Ghost or something like that? Called the Ghost? I could be wrong, though. Probably am. I'm used to that. Here's 182. Doctor Strange versus the Juggernaut. That's an odd pairing. You wouldn't normally think of the Juggernaut and Doctor Strange having an all-out brawl. But here it is twice. Duh, duh, duh. Come on, camera. That's it. I'm going to get me a new camera. I would have had it with this one. Here we go with 183, which I believe is the last issue of this run, this particular first run of Strange Tales. I believe they brought it back, and I think they continued the same numbering, if I'm not mistaken, with Brother Voodoo, I think. But here is 183, and we got two of them. Come on. There we go. There we go. So that's my run of Strange Tales and Doctor Strange. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's see what's going on. Thank you, Maranya. Appreciate that. Eric K says, I had the original Mego Superman, and my neighbor had Batman with the removable cowl. Oh, cool. I had the Mego with the removable Batman cowl too. That was neat. Very cool. I had a Spider-Man. I had an Aquaman. I had a Hulk. I believe I had an Iron Man and a Captain America. I think those were all the ones I had. They were so cool because you didn't have anything prior to that. Well, Captain Action, if you wanted to buy all the play sets that go with him, you had some. You had Captain America and Aquaman, and Superman, Superboy, and whatnot. But really, you didn't have a really cool action figure of just the superheroes. So Eric K says, love me some Nick Fury. There we go. Tempest from Mars. What's the best thing about Wicked Good Time Hour? It lasts for 2. I know. Well, I don't. If you missed what the original opening that I used for this was one that I created 2 or 3 years ago, and it was what Comic Book Memories was going to be at that time in my mind, but it since evolved into something much, much better than what I had planned. So, but that was the original opening that I was going to use. Absolutely. Eric K says, at least 2 hours, Tempest. I hope you guys don't mind, man. I love the fact you guys are still hanging out with me. That's awesome. Eric K says, I liked it when Dr. Strange wore a mask. Me too. I really did. I liked it. I thought it was cool. I really did. Eric Breen says, holy bleep. Matt Cardona just showed up on Collision. Uh-oh. I guess he's not going to WWE now then, huh? To join his girlfriend or his wife or whatever she is. So, oh, that's right. Today is Saturday night. I didn't even remember. I was thinking, while I'm saying that, I'm thinking, wait, it's Sunday night. Why is Collision? Collision's not on. I figured you were watching a rerun till it just clicked. Oh no, today is Saturday night. So I'm probably going to go watch a little bit of it with my son while he's here visiting and doing his laundry. So, all righty. Well, gang, I think I don't want to wear out my welcome with you guys. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me for 2 hours, man. I really did not plan it to go this long, but you guys are making it such a pleasure to just hang out, show stuff, and chat with you guys, man. I never get tired of it. I don't. I wish I could do more of it. Hopefully in the future things will change a little bit so that I will be able to do more of it. So we're keeping our fingers crossed, man. So, oh, somebody else snuck one in here. Tempest says, it's been a pleasure as always, Doc. Well, thank you, Tempest. I greatly appreciate it, man. It was fun talking with you and hearing about your action figure collection, man, because that is awesome. I'd love to see some pictures. And Easy Comic Reader says, thank you, Doc. Fist bump. And a fist bump right back at you. He says, happy Easter to everyone. And yes, certainly happy Easter to everyone tomorrow. To you and all your families. Hopefully you guys will have a nice, safe, happy Easter. And we'll be back at this doing it again, what we do on Saturday mornings. My partner in crime will be back once again, having to put up with my ugly mug once again. So I want to thank Eric for filling in one more time. Appreciate it, Eric. Thank you so much for the last minute kind of fill in. Appreciate it, sir. So, and Maranya says, take care, Rod, and everyone in the studio audience. Stay safe and happy Easter. And I think with that, that says it all. So thank you all once again for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I get to do more of these where we can just hang out and just show stuff and talk about what we like and whatnot. In addition to what we do on Saturday mornings with you folks as well. So thank you once again. Everybody take care. And we'll see you next Saturday morning. Be there. Let's see.